Hey guys, so I thought I'd go ahead and make this video because it's a follow-up from the rFactor 2 Gen 6 to the iRacing Gen 6. So as you can see, right here, I was trying to run a lap actually. I stopped recording just so you could see this. You know, what did I do wrong there? What happened there that I should have wrecked like that? You know, what happened? And you know what? How I just worded everything there is exactly how I feel about 85% of the time on iRacing. What did I do to make the car do that? Because half the time, you know, these cars... shit, more than half the time, these cars are extremely fucking unpredictable. You don't know what they're gonna fucking do. You don't know what's gonna happen when you go into turn 3 or turn 1 or if you're at a road course, if it's gonna step out because you hit a bump too hard, like what's gonna fucking happen. Actually, I like these cars on road courses more than I like them on ovals. And that's one thing that I don't like about rFactor 2's Gen 6, because sometimes road courses with that car can be kind of weird. Like Alton Park was really weird. But however, rFactor 2 at Watkins Glen, fucking fantastic. rFactor 2 at Montreal, fucking fantastic. And another time where that shouldn't have happened. That shouldn't fucking happen. I hope that somebody that works at iRacing sees this fucking video, because that shouldn't happen. What happened right there shouldn't be happening to people. I didn't drive the car extra hard in 1 and 2. I didn't. The only thing that I can say right now is rFactor 2 lacks lateral grip like a motherfucker. There's none. It's basically zero until you get completely fucking sideways. Then you can stand in the fucking gas for 10 years until you're done spinning. But from about, I don't know, what can I say? I can't bitch and moan too much because people will start to hate me. And I don't want you to hate me. It's an opinion. But I can tell you one fucking thing, shit like that shouldn't be fucking happening. It just shouldn't. If you're trying to portray a real life situation, like, what the fuck is going on here? Why is that happening? Why am I spinning the fucking tires at full speed? What the fuck? That hasn't been a problem since like 2012 in NASCAR. They don't spin the fucking tires at full goddamn speed. What are you doing? There's just, like, there's no adhesion from the tire to the track, and that's why they tried to add in that rubber buildup shit, and that shit doesn't fucking work. And I don't know how in the ever-living piss iRacing is going to try to make a, you know, a dirt system. Dirt is so much more fucking complicated than this shit, and they can't even get this shit right. I mean, I'm sliding off a turn 2 for no real good apparent fucking reason, other than the fact that I'm actually trying to drive the car hard. Like, 95% of the time on iRacing, I'm driving these things like I've never driven a car before. And that fucking sucks. Because I'm not shit. I'm not a shitty driver. You know, I'm not a shitty sim racer. You know, I'd like to think that I'm pretty fucking good. You know, there's times where, like, you know, in sim racing, you've got the big boy leagues. I've run those, like, for years, and I feel like I'm pretty fucking decent. I can run with really good people, you know. Just the other day, racing with Derek Justice. Him and I were, you know, doing fine. You know. He's pretty decent. Been around for a long time. You know. Race with a lot of, you know, big-time dudes, and I hit the wall. Because there's no grip anywhere. But, you know, I feel like I'm good. And then I get in this, and then it's just like, I feel like I'm a fucking baby. And not because I don't know how to drive these fucking cars, it's just because I can't do anything that I want to fucking do with these goddamn shit boxes. I can't. I mean, through turn 2, every single lap so far, I've gone in really low, because that's the only lane that you can run on iRacing. Look at that. All the way down here. Get it to turn. Fucking full throttle the stupid bitch off the corner. And hopefully you get a fast fucking lap. You know what I'm saying? It's all you can do on iRacing. Because watch this. I'll run the top for you just so you can see. Okay? 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 Alright. You can stop. You can stop anytime. You can stop anytime. Like, you see what I'm saying? Actually, you know what? This will, wow, those were big bumps. But this will show you what I mean, okay? So, right about down here, I was getting loose every time I got down here. So, there's about no lateral grip from that point to this point. What the fuck is that? Why do you have to turn almost, 60 fucking degrees, to the left or the right, whichever way you're trying to save the car? Like, watch this, okay? I'm gonna go into the corner. I'm gonna get on the gas, right? That should happen. But then look at how much grip I have from here, and then when I got sideways the first fucking time, I didn't have any. There's something wrong. Your tire model doesn't work. There's just something wrong. And they need to fucking fix it. It's been like that for fucking years. And I'm not trying to sit here and say, oh, make the cars fucking easier. No, build a better tire. Because in NASCAR or, really any oval racing series, they have a semi-decent fucking soft tire. Sometimes their tires are really hard. Like, sometimes this should be how some of the tracks drive. Like, if they edited Kentucky and made it the new Kentucky, this is exactly how it should drive. Get down to the corner, feels like you have no grip anywhere, and then you can just try to power off the fucking corner, and you'll have to slide for a little bit. That's how this should be, but real fucking life, on the first, lap and a half, they're fucking flooring it through here, because they have grip, and the tire is flexing, and you can do shit that you otherwise couldn't be able to fucking do. Okay? And then, after the second lap, their tires are fucking dead. iRacing is, you don't have grip ever, and then the tires die after the first lap. So you can't do anything ever again. That really irks me. There's no reason for these cars to, fucking drive like this. And it's sad that rFactor 2, a game not built for oval racing at the beginning of its, lifespan, is better than this. And this game has been around for years. Like, watch this shit. Like, I have so much grip when I'm completely ass sideways. Like, I'll drift into turn 3 a lot better than I did in turn 1 because I thought of the idea too late. But watch this shit, okay? So much grip. It straightens out, right? So I'm completely opposite lock to the right, and then it's just like, there you go. Here's grip, guy. Here's grip. This is where the grip happens. But when you're actually trying to, turn the car like you normally would, there's no fucking grip. That's a gripe that I have. But one thing that iRacing does well is, overall aero physics. Like, if I could get somebody to come out here with me and them get on my back bumper, they're gonna suck me around. It tries to suck you around. They've got the air physics really well. They've gotten, aero push and aero loose really good. But then again, it's fucking terrible when you get aero tight and then you wreck up into somebody and then somebody fucking screams at you when necessarily those wrecks shouldn't have fucking happened to begin with if they gave you a tire model that wasn't complete and utter shit. So now we're at rFactor 2's version of Auto Club. I can't remember if I'm using my shifter or not. Oh shit! Okay. Okay, I am using my shifter. Alright, so we're at rFactor 2's version of Apple Valley. I have the HUD turned off, don't know how fast I'm going. Really should have the HUD turned on, but I'm an asshole, so. So we're going. Gonna turn off that nonsense. So, rFactor 2's version of Auto Club with rFactor 2's Gen 6. So we're about to go into turn 3 here. I mean, there's just... it drives so much better. And not because it's easier, it's just like, man, this is just better. The car is bouncing around, there's just... it's more... dynamic. And the rubber isn't fucking stupid. Getting right on that seam there. Woo, Jesus. Now, boys, I'm gonna be honest. I just feel like it's better. I really do. It drives a lot better. When there's updates to this car, like Studio 397 said there was gonna be, woo boy, this mod is gonna come to life, because Studio 397, all the cars that they've made already, like all the things that they've updated, you know, already is better. I mean, look at how, I mean, I can't explain it. I can't explain it. My tires are already dead. But guess what, dude? I'm not slamming the ever-living piss out of the wall. It's just, there's lateral grip. Lateral grip. I hate to sound like fucking Kyle Busch, because that's what he always screams about in real life. But lateral grip, dude. It's there. And it's there because of the tires. Less aero grip, iRacing, and more mechanical grip. Thank you. Good night. Man, I mean, look at this shit. Can drive the ever-living hell out of this car here. It's amazing.